Hello, 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 hello. It is Yuli ASMR, and before I start today's video, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who's been so patient with me and understanding. Since I've kind of laid off uploading for a little bit. If you didn't see my community post, I actually just published my very first book. And it's done really well, and I'm so proud of myself, but it was one of the most stressful things I've ever done in my entire life. So I really just needed to take time to be able to focus on it and make sure that like everything is perfect and try to keep some semblance of sanity during all that. So with that out of the way, thank you for being so patient and so understanding, and I'm gonna get right into today's video, which is a lunch date with me. And I got my special skeleton cup. And I made noodles. My favorite thing to eat is noodles. They're still sort of hot, but it'll be okay. And I even made us a cake. So sit back, relax, have lunch with me, and just sit here and chat about this and that. It's super hot. I even let it cool off for like ever before I started, and it's still super hot. It's good. I love noodles so much. Noodles and pizza are my favorite foods. I guess I could sit a little bit closer to you so I'm not leaning forward. There we go. Is that better? My hair was bright red very briefly, but it stayed like a whole week, maybe, that color, and then like as soon as I washed it, it was gone. Gone. Oh, and to everyone that has asked about my book, it is available on Amazon and Kindle Unlimited, and it is called Surviving December. It's a dark thriller romance. It is super dark though, so make sure you pay attention to any content warnings if you check it out. I think I'm gonna do a like reading the first 3 chapters video. I'm not sure yet. I really like reading, and so it'll be a good excuse. Am I like one of the only people that kind of dump like a lot of that water out whenever they make their noodles? Like, you know, like ramen noodles, whenever you have to add the water, like I dump most of it out. I feel like that's weird. I feel like that's a weird thing to do, but I've always done that. I hope that everyone's been doing really, really well and taking care of yourselves. I haven't been here to remind you. I don't want to sit here and be like, I'm gonna start uploading weekly again, because I'm probably not. For those of you that don't know, I do ASMR as a hobby. On the side, I am a cosplay content content creator full-time, and now I am an author, and I've got 4 open book manuscripts right now that I'm writing. And so I'm gonna be really, really busy. I'm gonna try to upload regularly, obviously, but a huge reason why I needed a break in the first place last time was just because I set myself up to this kind of like, if I don't get monetized, if I don't upload once a week, I'm gonna lose my fans and people are gonna be disappointed in me. And it was making me miserable. So we're gonna do that to myself again. ASMR is something that has impacted my life so much. Not only just with my channel, but like just watching it. It's helped me through anxiety attacks, panic attacks, as I've been pretty open with the fact that I really struggle with anxiety. And I go to sleep with ASMR every single night, especially Latte ASMR. She's a goddess. But I love ASMR and I don't want to ever stop loving it, and I don't want to ever stop loving to create it and have that same effect for other people. So yeah, I'm going to upload regularly, but it's not going to be every week. I'm sorry if that makes anyone upset with me. That's the last thing I want, but it's just kind of the right move for me, and I don't want to ever force content because it shows in a video when your art's not in it. You know what I mean? Lately, I just finished a book. It was a lot. It was called The Skeleton King by Charity B. It's a lot. I loved it, but it was a lot. I'm into like pitch black dark romance. I mean, like, I want to be thoroughly disturbed by the people that I read about. And that's kind of the way I write too, but this was dark, like obsidian dark. And there was a few scenes where I had to like put the book down and just kind of like take a step back and be like, the fuck did I just read? But it was actually really good. It was a dark retelling of The Nightmare Before Christmas. So it was really cool. Highly recommend it. Not for the faint of heart. But you guys will have to let me know if you want me to read some of my book for you guys. I did a reading series back when I very first started my channel, but it was with Dracula. And I wasn't, which is one of my favorite books, but I wasn't super comfortable behind the camera yet, so I really struggled to make those kind of videos. But now that I'm more used to actually like filming and I've got my stuff kind of set up better, I'm ready to tackle it again. Which I'm sure it'll be a lot better with my book as well, because, you know, I wrote it. So I already know, everything. Which I've read Dracula like too many times, but I don't know why I'm still blowing on it. It's not hot anymore. I don't know who I'm doing that for. But yeah, this actually, you've probably seen it in my videos before. He's really cool. He's like a little bowl. He's got an actual like a little spoon that's a little skeleton hand. It doesn't work very well. It's like weirdly shaped in your mouth. But anyway. I don't know why I keep doing that. Sorry. I'm just probably gonna keep doing it, but who knows. Why can I not stop blowing on these noodles? I guess there is probably like a proper ladylike way to eat ramen noodles, but I have not found it. I just let it all hang out of my mouth like a slob and then I just bite it off. I don't know. I don't know if that's acceptable or not. I've also, if you haven't noticed, kind of like abandoned my studio that I work so hard on downstairs. Because where I live right now, it is like -7 degrees. Like it's cold as shit. And it is so cold in my basement. And I tried to plug up a a space heater down there, and it threw my breaker box. I was like, oh no, no more of that. So I'm not gonna film where it's cold. And our basement actually flooded a few weeks back, so that was fun too. Thankfully it is unfinished, so like a lot of stuff got messed up. It was like decorated, like I have a bed and a couch and like a computer and all that stuff down there, but all of that is like up high. The cords at least are. Because, you know, it's an unfinished basement, so all the plugins are like up in the supports, or like the struts. I don't know what they're called. But anyway, they're all up high. So there was no like electrical issue, thankfully. My mic stand got quite the bath. But we can't seem to figure out what's wrong with our sub pump. Like it works fine and then it doesn't. So I don't know. I don't know what the deal is there. I don't know what else to talk about. I just did a Urza Scarlet cosplay. If I can remember that I mentioned it in the video, when I'm editing, I'll put in like a little picture over here or something. If not, I just look ridiculous, and I'm sorry because I forgot. Black Butler tattoo is almost done. It was going to be done the last time that I did anything with it, that I went to the shop. But I don't know what my deal was that day. I swelled up so bad, like so bad, that I had to, he had to stop and he couldn't put in my low lights. So that kind of sucked, but my tattoo artist is really, really cool. He's a good friend of mine, and he loves anime, so it's really cool having somebody who likes anime as much as I do, like, do your tattoos, even though we watch like pretty different stuff, kind of, sort of. Okay, now dessert. I actually fell right before I started filming. My wrist is kind of like, I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of swollen. This one right here, it hurts really bad. Actually, so that was lovely. So I get for trying to like act like someone who's, you know, active, but this is the cake. I made this for the Urza Scarlet cosplay because Urza's favorite cake is strawberry cake, so obviously I had to make it for her. A bite. It tastes really good, I promise. It doesn't look very pretty though. It does not. I put way too much like oil in it, so it like falls apart, like melts in your mouth, but it didn't stay up when I was putting stuff on it. The icing is vanilla. Icing has always been my favorite part of cakes. But it is super sweet. As cake should be. Oh, I didn't even think about it. I bet it'd be really good with like a cup of coffee. But I've already hit my caffeine intake level today where I start like freaking out. After I got diagnosed with Graves, the amount of caffeine that I could like consume went down drastically. I used to drink like regular coffee from the time I woke up to the time I went to sleep, and it like never did anything for me. Now if I have a cup of regular coffee that isn't like half calf, or I have more than like 2 cups of half calf a day, I feel like my heart is gonna beat out of my chest and I have like bad anxiety of like the fun. You look good. Good. I'm glad I wasn't sure about it whenever I was making it, but I think it turned out pretty good. I don't know if you saw it yet, but I have a new pillow. It's Nina and Alexander. I know, not a very happy subject, but I absolutely love it. I use this thing called Free Prince Gifts, and you get like custom stuff a month. Like my dog is being obscenely loud right now, and I do not know why. I don't think I've ever even showed you guys my dog. I'll bring him in here in a minute, but it's probably not gonna be quiet because he's huge. He's I don't know, like the last time we went to the vet he was like 117 pounds. He's a Saint Bernard and Rottweiler mix. His name is Hades. I've had him since he was like tiny. I had to give him little puppy milk because they took him away from his mom too soon. He's my baby. I don't know why I named him Hades. The name does not fit him at all. He's the sweetest, most lovable little guy. Big guy. I got new tattoos too on my, I don't know if you guys can see it, left and right, because I'm directionally challenged, so. And yes, I did make sure that they were on the right hands before. My artist had to help me a little bit, but yeah, we got there. I was thinking about getting a tattoo for my book, but I wanted it to be sure that, like, for one, it wasn't gonna tank first, and it didn't, so I was thinking about getting a tattoo for it right here, but neck tattoos are a big commitment, and I'm scared. You have to let me know if I should get it. I guess I could do it on the back of my neck, but no, I kind of wanted it somewhere like where people could see it. It would be like a red ink tattoo as well, because the red ink, or the color red, was really important in the book. I got 1 3-star review on it on Amazon because it had too much explicit and crude sex in it. Thanks. That's a compliment. Not a bad review, sweetheart. That was the goal. They I don't understand reviews like that. It doesn't really bother me, but like I put a courtesy warning, like a trigger warning, in the description of the book and in the first few pages, like a detailed one, and it says graphic descriptions of adult situations. So like you knew what you were getting into. You knew. Why are you upset if you knew? Just don't read it. But whatever. But she also went on to say that I was a talented writer and that I should definitely keep writing. The sex was just too much. So, not really even a bad review, just like, come on, sweetheart. Well done. Do you like it? Good. I'm glad. I worked so hard on it. Okay. Thank you for coming and having lunch with me. I hope that you all are doing well. Don't forget to take